I'm gonna tell you guys the story of what exactly happened today. We're at the end of the day of Kosovo. We're just gonna call this the day of Kosovo. Like there was in Poppy's Playtime, the final hour of joy in the Bible, I guess the day of reckoning, and every other post-apocalyptic, well, pre-apocalyptic situation, there was the upcoming apocalypse, the incoming apocalypse. Today is the day of Kosovo, right? We traveled all the way from the air. I'm gonna give you guys the whole laydown, right? The lowdown. And this is what happened. So, by the way, we ended up sitting at the airport for about an hour and 30 minutes. The guy told us that the car would be ready in about 30 minutes. Right, so and he said he was gonna come find us after the car was ready. You know, the car that we needed to take from him, from the Sofia airport to get to here, Pristina, Kosovo. This is where I'm at right now. Let me just tell you the story because there's a lot of stuff that happened. So an hour and 30 minutes later, I'm just getting a little restless. I'm like, what is going on? Why? I'm in a very open spot in the airport. I'm by all the other car rental spots. Why hasn't this guy found me, right? And I was looking outside, it didn't seem like anything was really going on in terms of other, cars being rented, or there's long lines and people trying to claim their reserved cars that they reserved online, all this kind of stuff, right? I didn't see anything. So I'm like, what is this guy really doing? You know what? Let me be a little preemptive. Let me find out what's really going on, right? So I went to the kiosk with the company that the woman from Bulgaria put me on to get the car to drive here to Pristina. And I see some guy right there. He's just sitting there relaxing, right? Everybody relaxing in the Balkans. It's crazy. We're not seeing a lot of work being done in the Balkans. Nothing against you guys. I'm sure because you guys are going to come through for sure in the comment section, but I wasn't seeing a lot of stuff getting done. I'm going to call it what it is, but it's okay. I love you guys anyway. Right? I'm like, hey, sir, what's going on? I explained the situation to him, saying that I was waiting for a little while for there's a colleague, as the British call him, to come back and return to find me to, give the car. And he was like, oh, can you explain your situation? And I was like, oh, I came from Sofia. There's a woman that works at the enterprise over there, and she communicated with you guys yesterday in order to get a car to drive to, from Sofia to Kosovo, because apparently Bulgarian cars will have like a little bit of a snafu to drive to directly to Kosovo. Right? I didn't know that. All of this red tape. So he was like, oh, it's you. Oh, I was looking for you. And I'm like, oh, what do you mean you were looking for me? I was here the whole time. He's like, yeah, I was looking for you, man, but I couldn't find you. I was very calm, by the way. I'm usually very calm and controlled, right? So I just wanted to, I'm a little silly too. So I decided to step back because he was sitting, the kiosk that he was sitting at, he's like sitting low, and then the countertop where the guests would come through at about waist level was up to his eyes, so his vision was impaired, right? He couldn't see past the obstacle, so he could only see so much. That's my point. So he couldn't find me, even if he tried, if he remained in that position. I was like, you know what? Water under the bridge. The car is ready, I presume. He's like, yeah, the car is ready, man. He said, so you're renting it for a day? Is that the situation? I was like, yeah, that's the situation. I plan to just go to I'm so glad I reflected this. I said, I'm planning to go to Kosovo, Pristina, do my little shopping, come back, and then bring the car to Bulgaria tonight, right? Back to Bulgaria tonight. He's like, oh, wait, you're gonna come back tonight? And I was like, well, yeah, that's the plan. He's like, oh my goodness, let me go quickly. He's fumbling for his phone. As if like, he was like, oh, I needed to do this quick. I have to stop the president from pressing the red button or something. That's the type of timing he was on. I was like, wait, so you thought I was gonna go to Pristina and stay there and whatnot, and you would have given my car away? He told me, oh, I thought that you were just parking the car over here and then you were just gonna stay in Kosovo. I'm like, what? if I didn't say anything, I would have been, what's the word? And I would have been marooned in Kosovo. It's great. It's okay. He called his partner quick, rummaging through to his phone, right? Right. Oh no, I'm not very popular on TikTok. I'm probably not big. I'm like, oh my goodness, I would have been marooned in Kosovo. So he's rummaging, he gets the phone. He's like, oh, hello, yeah, sir. He was speaking in Bulgaria or Macedonia, right? Because we're in Macedonia, so he's speaking in Macedonia. Basically communicating. We got everything wrong. I hope you didn't rent his car out already. The client that came from Bulgaria because he's planning to pick up the car tonight. Right, that's the plan. I hope you didn't give it away. So, I'm hearing some conversation. Whatever that's going on, I don't understand it. It's Macedonia. And then he hangs up the phone and he's like, "Thank goodness we caught this because he was very close on renting your car. By the way, I have some cords in the car." And I almost, wiser minds prevailed. The key to the Airbnb in Bulgaria, in Sofia, I almost left it in the car too. So I was like, I figure I'm gonna just pick it up. This is an inclination, by the way. This should be something to compel you guys. Always be on top of your stuff. Always, I'm telling you, you gotta be on top of your stuff. Ask questions. Even if you look silly, ask questions. Because I would have been marooned in Kosovo. It ain't nothing to do in Kosovo. I'm gonna tell it like it is. There ain't nothing to do in Kosovo. Anyway, so I get that's the half of the story. Remember the ambition. The reason why I wanted to come to Pristina in the first place was because of some dream, right? It's always some dream. Right? There's always some ideological thing, right? I had an idea because I was in Kosovo earlier last year, and I went to some store, and they had a lot of different flags of different countries with different goods all over the store, all over the shelves. This is what I remembered. I have a lot of pictures, detailing that. I was like, oh, okay, it's time to go there and just stock up on a lot of things. That was the idea. That was the ambition, right? I didn't know what the name of the store was. They were on the tags. They had something called Action, and I'm gonna explain everything right now. Just stick with me, guys. I'm gonna explain everything right now because I elucidated everything. That's why you need to check. Let me tell you what happened. So, first of all, we're not even there yet. I'm driving. Remember, I'm driving a little fast. I'm trying to get to Kosovo quick because I was just like, I want to get my stuff. Remember, it gets darker sooner because it's winter, solstice. We're losing light fast. So I'm driving. There's a lot of traffic. Before I know it, I head into traffic. I'm like, what's going on? Why is there so much traffic? Bumper to bumper traffic. I'm thinking that there's probably an accident. Everyone in the world, they get really nosy when there's an accident. Come to figure out, I forgot. Thank you so much.
That's okay.
Let me there. Oh, this one's so good. Anyway, little. So come to figure out, I'm by the border already. I'm just like, way behind. I have a lot of cars in front of me. Meanwhile, I'm driving slowly but surely. I was listening to some Johann Sebastian Bach, because I was just in Vienna listening to some ASAP. Space Goes Perp, actually. Just to make the time pass and all that kind of stuff. Then come to figure out, there's like 3 lanes, right? Slowly moving towards the border to get checked. Come to find, I'm on the rightmost lane. Come to figure out, I look to the right. I'm seeing a lot of, for some reason my lane is moving the slowest. I'm like, what's going on, right? So I look to the right and there's a broken fence. A dirt path. And there's cars coming through the broken fence on the dirt path to intercept and skip all the cars on the rightmost lane. And these guys are letting it happen. Skipping everything. I'm like, what is going on in the Balkans? Why are they allowing this kerfuffle to happen, right? What's going on? What? So we had this guy who's in a Mercedes. Crazy how there's prevalence of Mercedes, G-Wagons, Porsche Carreras, and Audis and BMWs in Macedonia. Because last time I checked, the median monthly salary of Macedonians is not really that high. I can't even get a Jeep. So what's really going on, right? I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to elucidate that truth. But anyway, this guy in the Mercedes is trying to cut me off, and then I'm like, I'm a little aggressive, right? So I put my car in the way. Dude almost took my bumper off just to get ahead of me. After he skipped the entire queue to get his documents checked so he can cross into Kosovo to do whatever he planned to do. This is what's going on in Eastern Europe. Like this is what's going on in Eastern Europe, right? So we get to we finally get to the border. First of all, as I'm getting to the border, we have these patrolling officers walking around and so on and so forth. And this guy, one of the patrol officers, he like stops and looks at me like I was like the son of Sam. Like I was the son of Sam, or I was like sent from Mars to come infiltrate the secret as to how Kosovo developed its independence. The guy is brilliant, right? I'm like, what's going on, right? I was just like, hey, what's going on? I forget. I was like, Mirdita, right? Because I was in the, they speak Albanian in Kosovo. By the way, I really want to check out Mitrovica because that's the Serbian part of Kosovo, and I'm sure there's a lot of aggression and intimidation and stuff over there. That's like more north, closer towards Serbia. Anyway, so I finally get to the kiosk to get checked. The guy was very charming, nice haircut, no homo. He had a nice haircut. He could tell that he takes care of his suit, his uniform. He's like, how are you, sir? And I was like, oh, I'm fine, man. How are you? He's like, I'm very good. Thank you for asking. I'm like, oh, snap. He's very kind. You know what I mean? But I generally have had experience in the boat, so I'm like, it's nothing surprising. But I'm just, this guy was very kind. I give him the passport and the car documents. He's checking through. He's like, oh, you've been traveling in Eastern Europe, and I'm like, yeah, I just want to check out this land, I think it's pretty cool. I've been in Western Europe, I just want to check out Eastern Europe. He's like, yeah, Kosovo is very nice, and I told him this is my second time, I'm here for some store, and then he's like, what store is this? Because I'm just making the story summarize, I'm giving you a terse version. He's like, what kind of store is this, right? That sells things from all countries all over the world. I was like, oh, I don't know. It's called Action, man. I can't wait to hit it up. I'm about to get a whole bunch of stuff, bring it back to Bulgaria, and bring it back to the United States. He's like, oh, okay. That's cool. Well, enjoy yourself. Stamps the passport, gives me the passport. So there was a second check. It wasn't the border on the Kosovo side. It was just like a second check in Macedonia. So a lot of the other cars were being ushered to go to that checkpoint. And I was lining up. The patrol officer came through, a border officer came through. He was like, oh, no. You go. I was like, oh, I guess I don't have to wait. So I'm driving fast. I'm remembering the highways from last March and everything. It was cool. So I'm driving, I'm just continuing to drive. I finally get to goddamn Pristina. By the way, it's raining cats and dogs in Pristina. I'm like, all right, fair enough. We're just going to be in, we're gonna have some dinner, and we're gonna get back to Sofia, right? Oh, well, back to Macedonia to get the real car, and get back to Sofia, right? So we, by the way, I didn't know the name of this supermarket. All I knew, or I remembered, was that it just sold a whole bunch of items from countries all over the world. And I had pictures of it on my phone. Right, so the pictures are geotagged, and I was able to go find it, right? Go find the store location. I'm like following the location of the store. It doesn't specify exactly what it is or where. Well, it does where it is, but not what the name of the store. I'm following the tag photo on my phone. I get there. The place is called Albi Supermarket. Mind you, there's a whole bunch of Albi supermarkets in Macedonia. I'm sure it's in Bulgaria. I'm sure it's probably in Romania, in Serbia. I'm very sure it's all over the Balkans. I traveled all this way. The conclusion, the dread that followed, the realization that I traveled across two borders to come to some basic supermarket. And by the way, they didn't sell all these items that I thought that they sold. They only sold a few things that was also sold outside of Albi Supermarket. The dread that that came in was heavy. I go around the store, it was empty. All these items I could find in the United States too. Some of them. I'll be honest, I'll give them some credit. The halal gummies you can't just find like that, and I found them in the store, so I stocked a couple. But I'm like, what is going on? I can't believe I came all this way. To come, we're not even done. I try to check out my items. We got the shiftari lady at the cash register. So I was like, yo, mirdita, right? CA, right? She was like, she didn't even say anything. I'm like, okay, fair enough. I guess, yo, it's late. It's dark outside. It's raining. Maybe you don't want to come to work. There's a whole bunch of reasons, right? So she's scanning my stuff, and then she's like, I was like, oh, fala mindere, right? She's like, huh? I'm like, yo, fala mindere, right? She's like, huh? I'm like, yo, you're Albanian, right? She's like, yeah. I'm like, fala mindere, right? That means thank you. She's like, oh, yeah, fala mindere. I'm like, what the hell did you think I said? Like, expecto patronum? What are you talking about? I'm like, what is going on? So she scans my stuff. Hopefully she didn't scan extra gummies or water or something, right? Run up the bill. It's whatever. We leave, and I'm just like, there is no, it's a small bag of items, mind you. I have like a couple halal gummies, the beef gelatin, not pork gelatin, water, and the sour cherry and apple drink that I had on the plane going to Vienna. I'm like, I went all this way for this. I'm like, I'm gonna just get my stuff right now, a little crap, and I'm not coming to Pristina for a very long time again. Straight up, we're not coming back to Kosovo for a very long time. We traveled. I'm gonna say this. There's a silver lining, and I'm gonna give you the silver lining. I am indeed the culprit. I am the maker, right, of this design, right, that went awry from outward eyes, right? I'm the one that painted it. I'm the one that created the ambition, that created the motivation, that created the goal, and I ended up seeing the goal to the very end. And this is where I'm at. It's 5:30. It's dark outside, by the way. I just want to let you guys know that. It looks pretty outside, Christian, but it's like almost pitch black outside. By the way, not only I have to take an hour trip back to Sofia, I have to get the car and 3-hour trip back to Sofia tonight. And then the plan is to go to Bangsko tomorrow. The story is this, guys. This is the crux of it. When you have ambitions, right? When you feel incredibly motivated, when you are extremely dedicated to fulfilling a goal that exists in your mind, that exists within the realm of fantasy, the ethereal, right? Do it. Follow that goal, because that's how concepts get created. That's how the corporeal is created. First it starts with the ethereal, and then you sort of comes down into the material realm. I'm going to tell you this, right? You need to think, by the way. Use your brain during every single step. Don't let your brain scare you or to stop you from completing your ambitions. But you need to sort of think about really the end game, right, of what you're doing, Even if I were to think about, or if I knew the outcome, I think I would have still ended up here, because now I know that if I'm going to come back to Kosovo, I'm going to go to Mitrovica. I know it might be a little dangerous over there, right? Because I think there's mines or something like that. I think in South Serbia there's mines, inactive mines, or active mines, but untripped mines, something like that. So it might be a little dangerous going around Mitrovica, but we're gonna see. I don't know. Maybe we will go. Maybe we won't. But I'm gonna tell you this: we're not coming to Kosovo again for Pristina for a very long time. You can call it what it is. Call it what it is. Let me eat these crepes before they get cold. Guys, so I guess this is the end of today's journey, man. It was fun. We started out, it was a nice drive, driving through Sofia, which we're gonna have to do again in the dark. And I guess it's an adventure, right? It's a vacation. So I'm glad I took the drive. Anyway, I'm gonna finish these crepes, man. I hope you guys enjoy that kind of content. If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe, share the video with some peers. Don't let the world get you down. You know, I guess the world is what it is, right? Even not only just through the vessels of people try to sort of indirectly wear you down or directly wear you down, but it's the world itself. I mean, I guess the mere design of it can seem intimidating to someone interested in exploring it, and you might just feel discouraged. Don't feel discouraged. It's only temporary. Keep going, right? See it until the very end. I saw this until the very end, and I guess we're about to have a good crap. So, it's not the complete worst, you know? I'm good. I'm good. Guys, we're done. I love you all. Stay radiant. I'm going to see you guys in the next video.